So part of our spiritual wisdom today, we try to learn about no death and life after death, my dear friends. So what we need to understand about the death process? No death. The word no death, it means we have no death. So to whom it is, I mean the whom we are whom we are referring. It means is it we are referring to physical body or the soul? That's more important. We need to understand. So death is certain for everybody. We understood already. Everybody understood death is certain. Death is certain for physical body, my dear friends. So we know everybody knows this. So everybody knows this, death is certain. And having known that, so we'll be doing a lot of things on this earth planet. We'll be leading our life, my dear friends. Death is not there for our eternal thing. What is eternal thing? That is soul. Soul doesn't have death. Physical body has got death. So every life being which is born on the earth planet supposed to die. So it may be an animal or a plant or a bird or the human being or anything. Whichever born is going to die. That is certain. So we all know that very much, my dear friends. But so let's understand one thing. Many people know this truth that we are going to die one or other day. So death is certain. So having known that, my dear friends, many people do not know what is there beyond death. They don't understand, first of all. They will not be able to know also. Many people will not be trying to understand also. Some people, depends upon their soul evolution, they get these questions. These people, all they have good common sense, basically common sense, and basically depends basing on their soul evolution. Particularly, they'll try to have some questions. What is there after the death? What is there beyond death? They want to understand. They have their questions which are haunting their mind for so many years altogether. They'll be trying to have their questions particularly. So they'll be searching for the answers. But otherwise, most of the people, the common people and who are having lower soul evolution, probably they are living with the soul evolution of a baby soul, child soul, or young soul, right? So they never get these questions in their mind. They just lead their life such a way that these are last. I mean, once my death happens, nothing is there. So anything is there, I have to do now only. I have to do now. Whatever, by hook or crook. If I want to earn money, I want to earn money at any cost. By hitting other person, by killing other person, whichever the means it may be, I want to earn money. Yes, I want to earn money. So like these friends, first of all, if you take parents, so many of the parents don't know, I mean, they never realize that there is a death, that there is a life beyond death. They do not know. So they can't teach their children also, in fact. Because they don't understand, they have not such kind of realization. So obviously they will not be able to pass this information to their children. So what will happen is now, so the parents doesn't know, then you give the birth to the your children. The children also will come out, go through the life, and they also don't know. They'll give again birth to their own children. So like this, what happens? Generations together. So this particular truth is not known to them. This particular truth is not realized by any of the nobody tried also, isn't it? So likewise, what happened? So this so-called the ignorance about the life after the death is passing through the generations. Because of this, what happens, friends? Most of the times, the human being always think that this is lost, and whatever I need to do now. So that means there are a lot of urgency with them. There's a lot of urgency. They always feel like I have to do everything now. I have to whatever my earnings or my property or everything, all the things, whatever you think you want to do in this life, you will do it. Okay, by doing mistakes or by doing a lot of negative karmas, you don't care about anybody. Okay, you always want to do, you will do it. But if you just try to apply little common sense, but especially the people who are in the higher stage of evolution of soul, they'll try to apply their common sense. They won't get into this kind of so-called the lower vibrations and so-called the lower the karmas, negative karmas and all. What they do is they try to lead their life with a great common sense and with a great, so-called the spiritual wisdom, and they try to go through the day to day. They keep, they keep doing meditation practice and learning spiritual wisdom. With all this, what happens? Definitely, they have a good idea about what is there beyond death. So they try to understand. At least they read the books. At least they read the books. They try to understand all they do. So then they have some idea. Definitely, there is a life beyond the death. So definitely, we don't need to do anything wrong. Before the death itself, everything has to be achieved. There's nothing like that. There's no urgency for them. So whoever is having urgency, because they don't know anything, they have no realization. It's very simple. So that is why in this on this Earth planet, why so many things, so many negative things are happening, and why everybody is cheating other person, and why these lot of violent activities are happening. All the violent activities which are taking place on the Earth planet, because see the people are not having proper realization. So why they don't have realization? See, if you take most of the people, all the people, so some or other way they belong to one particular religion. So it may be Muslim or a Christian or a Hindu, whoever it may be. They're all related to different religions, friends. So when they are related to different religion, so in the religions, what happen again? So all these people are divided into Nastika and Astika. Especially, you see, Nastika means what? So Nastika means they don't believe in the God, first of all. They never believe that there is a God existing. Isn't it? So they are called Nastikas. But other people who are believe in the God, they trust the God, and somehow they listen to the like their so-called the founders of the religion. For example, you take the Christianity. The Christianity founder is Jesus Christ, and the Islam founder is Muhammad. Okay, so that's how what happened. These people they try to listen to their founder, and whatever he has taught, they try to follow it. So in this way, if you see, most of the people belong to one or other religion. Most of the people, very few people will be there who are not related to any religion. They are pure Nastikas. They never believe that there is a existence of the God. They only feel that I am a human being, somehow I am born, only this is the matter. Okay, this is what my life. My life is only this much. There is nothing beyond this life. There is nothing beyond this life. They believe very hardcore. They believe their belief of this, Nastikatva. Nastika is very hard, so that they never trust any God. They never believe any God. So that's why. So they'll be always, arguing with everybody. Okay, if at all anybody talks about God, they try to argue with everybody. So that is why these people, what they do, friends. So they try to do all the, some negative things, or the kind of a jealousy, the kind of a positioning, like they want to take a lot of possessiveness. So about everybody, control of everybody, and earning money, earning a lot of properties. They wanted to enjoy this, whatever is there in this world, they want to enjoy. So at the cost of other people also, in fact. So because they don't believe that there is something beyond the death or whatever. First of all, they don't get into that kind of the belief system. They don't get into that kind of wisdom also. Now if you come to the astikas, so Nastika and Astika, that means the God believers, non-God believers. Nastika means non-believer of the God. So Astika means the believer of the God, for example. So in the believer of the God also, if you observe, many people who are belong to these religions also, right? Their founders will be telling always, like the Jesus Christ keep telling, or he's keep stressing in his own teachings. So right, what he was teaching. So he was keep on teaching that, so the kingdom of the God is within. He used to say, my father's heaven, there are a lot of, lot of mansions are there. So there are a lot of mansions in my father's kingdom, in my father's, so-called the kingdom of my father. There are a lot of mansions like that. He will be keep mentioning. He will keep telling that there's a kingdom of God within me. So all this, I and my father is one, and you and me as one. So like that, there are a lot of teachings he has done. So with these teachings, what happened now? So definitely everybody will understand that the Jesus Christ is stressing on the life after death. So they will understand. They will know that there's a life after the death. Okay, so that Jesus Christ very, very clearly mentioned here are there. At the same time, you take Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna always says, what he says? He says that whatever whoever born is supposed to die. Whoever die is supposed to born. I mean, is supposed to come back. Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Jananam. It's very simple. So this is very much known to the Hindu community. I mean, Hindu people who follow the Hindu philosophy, isn't it? So like that. So this how every religion is teaching about this. Somehow they teach about the life beyond death. Okay, even in Islamic also this is very much there. If you read their scriptures, they especially Quran, you will understand that there is always mentioning about life after death, my dear friends. So when this much is mentioned, still what happened? People will not be able to really take that seriously, and they don't get into that kind of they don't believe that kind of philosophy. Though they hear very widely from their so-called the great masters of their religion, or the great masters who already taught so much about this life after death, but most of the people they won't believe. Because why they don't believe? Because they don't have experience. So they only study. Where they study, they keep on studying from the books, and they keep on listening from this so-called all the founders of the religions, or the great masters like Jesus Christ, Lord Buddha, Muhammad Pravakta, otherwise Mahavir Jain, right? All these great masters keep on talking about the life after death, but the normal people, see the common people who are not into the practice of meditation or spiritual wisdom, they may not be able to understand. They may not be able to understand because they don't have the practical experience. They never experience it. They only listen to that. They only study somewhere. So that is why they don't have strong belief. So when when they don't have the strong belief, my dear friends, even astikas, that means believer of God also, they also start committing lot of mistakes. They also treat that this is only the life I have. It is given to me. So let me do all the things, whether necessary things, unnecessary things, unwanted, some the things which are damaging other people, the things which are causing lot of negative deeds also. They will resort to all the type of things because they think that this is a lost life. This is a life only existing with me. It is in my hands. I can do anything. I want to do everything now. That is the kind of urgency, my dear friends. So, in order to make these people, in order to come to the proper understanding, especially friends. So, proper understanding. First of all, the parents have to learn. What they have to learn? They have to learn meditation. They have to learn spiritual wisdom, because the way in order to only the way to understand the life after the death is only through the Atma Gnana Shastra. That means Adhyatmika Shastra, spiritual science, and through meditation and spiritual wisdom. There's nothing available to teach you what is life after the death. There's no Shastra at all. And first of all, parents don't know. Then how can they teach the children, their children, first of all? They will not be able to teach, my dear friends. When they are not able to teach the children cannot understand. They will grow again. They'll also become parents. They'll also produce the children. And they also don't know. So this is passing through generations like this so-called ignorance. This ignorance is keep on passing. So how much ever, see, for example, a teacher, a professor, a doctor, all these people, they are very materialistically, they are very spiritual, they are intellect people, materialistically intellect people, and they have their own the materialistic intellect also there, and they are leading their lives, isn't it? All that is okay. I mean, they are earning, they are taking care of the family, and they do everything day in day out. They'll be going through a lot of situations. Everything is there with them, but one thing is lacking. That is what it is called: spiritual wisdom or spiritual intellect, which is very much missing, my dear friends. So somebody still could not listen. Who is not able to listen? The voice is not clear. Is it okay? Voice is okay. Yes. Okay. Fine. So friends, what happens is the parents doesn't present parents don't know about the spiritual wisdom, obviously, when they do not know, they will not be able to teach their children. So the entire society is, reeling under the so-called spiritual ignorance. It is going under the spiritual ignorance. Because of spiritual ignorance, what happened? Nobody will be able to understand practically what is life after the death. Maybe try to understand death, they will be able to understand, because every day, some or other way, everybody will be seeing the death in one or other family. For example, in one of the family, the child at the lower age itself will die, or in one of the family before the birth itself, in the womb itself they will die. Children will die. And in some of the families, right, so they grown up to the adult age, or young age, there also death may happen. Death may happen anytime, my dear friends. It may happen anytime to anybody. So it is something like an uncertain event. We need to understand that. So, but all of us, even the people who have spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom, or they have meditation, they have the idea about meditation, they know how to practice a meditation. Whatever, whether they know it or not, the physical death can be understood by everybody. Physical death is understood by everybody, my dear friends. That's not a big thing, because we see with our naked eyes. In one or other way, death is happening in every home. This clear, and everybody can understand also. But what is that we cannot understand is life after death. Life after death, even if you teach number of hours also, okay, you can't understand. You may understand, but you can't realize it. So without realization, what happened? Again, it becomes a theoretical science for you, or theoretical subject for you. So how many number of hours I teach? So life after death, so this is a life, how you go through, like, so after going to the upper worlds or whatever, these all the things which are going to be there, and how you lead the life there, and whom you are going to meet, everything, I may explain number of hours, together number of hours I may be explaining. But ultimately what happened? It is not your experience. It is not your realization. It is just only a theory which you are learning from the master, from the books, all these things. Then how do you make it as a practical experience? Only when you go through the meditation, you try to learn the spiritual wisdom and do more and more practice of meditation, the more number of hours of practice of meditation, then what will happen? Obviously, you will be able to release your astral body. We have been discussing, isn't it? We have been discussing your astral body, you will be able to release out of you. So when you go into deeper meditation, what happens, my dear friends? Your entire the nadi mandala, that is nervous system, gets cleansed in the energy body. So once the energy body gets cleansed, what happens? Obviously, your astral body gets released, and at the same time, your third eye gets activated. So with this astral body gets released, what will happen? You'll be able to travel to the different universes, the different worlds altogether. So which are all called Urtva lokas. Okay. So when you travel to the other lokas, then definitely with your astral body, you are going away. When you are going away with your astral body, then you definitely gain the experience of so-called outer world experiences. These are called outer body experiences. So when you experience outer body, the moment you experience this outer body, right, then immediately you come to know that you are not this physical body, first of all, and your astral body can go anytime and come back. When you get this much awareness, what will happen? Then you will very much understand about the life after the death, life after the death, how the life after the death will be there, isn't it? So this is what these are not like every the day out practice of meditation, we get into this kind of the understanding and realization. That realization is must, my dear friends. Without that realization, I'm telling you, how much ever you learn, how much ever you go on, they gain lot of spiritual wisdom from great masters across the world also. It doesn't give you any kind of a realization. The life after death, whatever the life after death, so that realization will never be part of you. It will never come to you, friends. So this we need to understand. Okay. So now, anyhow, what will happen is this death of the life after death is nowadays what happened. Even the scientists, physical scientists and spiritual scientists, so they are showing, they are putting a lot of efforts. In fact, a lot of research is going on how to prove this to the humanity. See what happened nowadays, most everybody will be believing what? Technology, science and technology. Most of the people throughout the world, you see, many people easily they'll be able to connect to the science and technology, so-called the modern technology, isn't it? So that is why the same way of modern technology, after the Kirlian photography has come, it's called Kirlian photography. So which can photograph the so-called this, the our the so-called astral body, etheric body. It can easily take a photograph. Okay, so that is also there. So along with that, what will happen? So a lot of the practically they are experimenting. How they are experimenting? So let me tell you. So one of the scientists also. So his name is Ivan Stevenson. Yes. So Stevenson is a scientist. What he did is he tried to experiment on this so-called the Ian Stevenson, Dr. Ian Stevenson. He has experimented on the children, especially the children. They were keep talking about their earlier life, earlier life related to earlier life. They keep telling some experiences. Okay, so many of the children across the world, if you see, they have done a lot of experiment like this. What did they go through is one children will be keep talking about his past lives. So he used to say that my father is, even now after they take a different birth, current birth also, they were talking about the earlier birth. In the earlier birth, I was in that place. My mother is so and so. My father is so and so. So I was doing like this. I was doing so and so work also. Everything is to tell about his parents and his so-called, after he married, whom he married, and how he died. Everything is to say. So this much memory, so they have it, within their subconscious mind. Somehow they have it, and in this life also, it was it was an active condition. So it is rare. It happens rarely, my dear friends. These are some of the examples will be shown to the humanity by the God. Just this is again a God's play. So he tried to give some examples through the human beings. So some of the people remember all this, past life experience, past life, complete past life. They used to remember, and they used to tell other. They used to tell to the whenever somebody go for a research, So like this. So what happened? The Ian Stevenson, Dr. Ian Stevenson, he has done a wonderful experiments on the children who are having a remembrance of their past lives. And then he has written a wonderful book for you, 20 cases suggestive of reincarnation. 20 cases suggestive of reincarnation. The wonderful book he has written. So through this, at least what happened, the current generation humanity, the current days humanity, they'll be able to understand, yes, there is some reincarnation. Yes, there is some the life after death. So there's nothing like, this life is lost, and once I dead means once I leave my physical body, there's nothing beyond that. There's nothing beyond that. This particular the understanding or whatever, we have to bring them out. The normal people who are, the all other humanity who are not into spirituality also, we have to bring them out. Somehow we have to bring them out. How do we bring them out? Basically, science and technology is the best way. So that's how this research is going on, my dear friends. Many of the scientists, they are putting the hard effort, in order to show the humanity of with the various experiments. So this is one of the book, which is wonderful book. We'll talk about the 20 cases of this reincarnation from the children, whatever they studied, whatever they experimented. They have proven it also. What they have done, they have whatever the children tells, that past incarnation, they go to that place and they inquire there also. Whatever he says, they go and inquire and they match the things. They try to match whatever he is telling, whatever is currently there. So they are matched and they finally, they have written this book and printed. Very much available. You can buy in the online also. Similarly, so near-death experiences written by Dr. Raymond Moody. Dr. Raymond Moody also written a wonderful book for you, near-death experiences. What is the near-death experience, my dear friends? So let's understand now the little bit about life after the death. So let's understand. Friends, what will happen is whenever we leave the physical body, whenever anybody leaves the physical body, the first thing is the so-called etheric body gets disintegrated. Within 3 days, the etheric body, where is etheric body? Etheric body just 3 inches away from you. Okay, So this is something called aura or electromagnetic field, whatever you call. So the etheric body is made up of ether, which is made up of ether. Ether is belongs to this physical world. That doesn't belong to astral world. Of course, there is invisible. Ether is also invisible, but it is related to the physical world. Okay, so which is made up of ether, and that particular etheric body gets disintegrated. It is going to be dissolved within 3 days of the death. Okay, so after that, what happens? Then from us, so whatever the astral body releases. So astral body, in which of the cases it will get released out of your body, the physical body means only 3 instances. The first instant is in your deep sleep, the astral body gets released. Okay, and then where it does go, it travels to the astral universes. What it does after traveling to the astral universes, it sucks the cosmic energy. It sucks the cosmic energy and it come back. That is why in the night, if you don't have proper sleep, next day morning, if you wake up by chance, right? If you don't have proper sleep in the sound sleep in the night, next day morning when you wake up, what will happen? Obviously, you feel so energyless. That means you are so like you don't have proper sleep, no relaxation properly. You felt like I am not relaxed. So that is the feeling you will have when if you are not having proper sound sleep in the night. If you don't have proper sound sleep in the night, your astral body will not release. It will not release and it doesn't go to the astral universe. So every day night, this happens, friends. Your astral body will really come out of you in the sound sleep, then go to the astral world, and then it will meet a lot of other people, your near ones and dear ones, and a lot of astral masters. It will meet, obviously. And also, it sucks the cosmic energy, it sucks the energy what it needs, and it will come back. But to come back, what happens is between your physical body and the astral body, there is a connection called silver cord. The silver cord is intact. So in your sleep, whenever the astral body gets released from your physical body, it will go to any other astral universe, any other the world, any other loka. So if it meets any master or whatever, it come back safely because your silver cord is always connected. That is just an elastic extension. Is an elastic extension. One is the cord that is actually silver cord. The silver cord is always connected. Then this is temporarily what happened. You are going out and coming back. That's all. Now this is sleep. In the meditation also what happened? Of course, in the sleep what happened? You are basically so unconscious in the sleep. You do not know what's happening. You cannot remember also because you are unconscious. So let's take the meditation. You are conscious, and when you receive more amount of cosmic energy, the inside what happened? Your astral body starts rotating, and then your astral body release from you. When it is released from you, what happens, friends? It also goes to the different astral universes, the high frequency worlds. It goes and meet lot of masters and the previous, your own the family members who are passed away. Anything it can do. It has no limitation. It can travel across the universe, different worlds it can travel. Okay, fine. So they're all invisible worlds, basically, right? So how many number of worlds are there, which we have already discussed? Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Surloka, Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Surloka, Janaloka, Mahaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. These are the 7 different worlds are there. Okay, so in each and every world, again, there are so many part of each and every this particular lokas. There are so many sub worlds are there, my dear friends. So it's like infinite. I'm telling you, it's like infinite. It is a wondrous, so which we can't understand. Only when you are realized master, you will be able to understand little bit of this so-called the mysteries of the universe, mystery of the life. Okay. Otherwise, normal people cannot understand anything about this, particularly about this, the mysteries of the universe, my dear friends. Anyhow, what happens here now? So this astral body, what are the astral body released in the 3 instances? Number 1 is in your deep sleep. Number 2 is in your meditation with the highest amount of energy. When you received it, then you will be able to release the astral body and you can travel everywhere. Okay, you can do the astral journey. The third one is, my dear friends, whenever there is a death happens, when the death happens also, this astral body along with causal body and the soul, everything will leave permanently. That so-called silver cord is cut. Silver cord is cut off. Then you have no further coming back to the physical body. You have to remember this very carefully. Okay. So that means in the death, the permanent disconnection happens between the astral body and the physical body. So it cannot come back. Okay. Even if it want to try, it will try definitely. What happens? Suddenly, what happens? The death happens. Either it's natural death, basically natural death, and then unnatural death. If at all unnatural death, like a accident all happens, no, then you will be released out of your physical body suddenly, because the disconnection happen all of a sudden between the physical body and astral body. The disconnection happen very suddenly. When it happens suddenly, what happens? The astral body gets confused whether I am really inside the body or outside of the body. So it will be searching also. It will be searching. If you will find, you will be able to see his physical body lying in the somewhere in the into the ditch, or in the forest, or wherever it may be, wherever accident happened, right? On the road, he'll be able to see the physical body, but he's not able to communicate, and he'll be seeing all the people who are around. They'll be watching. The physical body died there, and it is lying there. Everybody will be watching, and also this your astral body, which is released, so which is released, also trying to communicate your parents and your neighbors, all these people who are around. They'll be able to communicate. They try to communicate, but nobody will be able to listen. No will be able to understand what they are talking. So then after some time, when they don't get reply from anybody, then they get realized. Slowly they get realized. What they realize? I am not in the physical body. Now I am out of the physical body. I came out of the physical body. So physical body is no more useful for me. Then with that realization, it start going to the other side. Start going to other side, my friends. So to help them to go to other side, basically what happened? The moment death takes place, my dear friends. So here is what near-death experiences are studied so much. Near-death experiences. Who are studied? Dr. Raymond Moody, like the different scientists. So they also studied like this. What happened in the hospitals and all? Somebody, they enter into coma. They enter into almost near-death experience. So near-death, that means, so the doctors will declare that when they are operating and all, when they are doing operation, they declare that this particular the person is died. Though they declare that they are died, but really what happened is the physical body looks like there is a pulse and it's died and all these things, right? But these people, the astral, the so-called silver card is not cut off. This is not known to the medical scientists or doctors. Okay, but what happens now? So after some time, what happens? This person, he has left this physical body. The astral body has gone out already. He has gone out, and he's seeing all other people around other side. He's able to see everybody outside, other side. Okay, other side, and then he'll be able to meet some people who are known to him earlier known to him. All that he'll be able to see, go and meet them, the other side. So the moment from your physical body, this astral body comes out, then it will go to the tunnel, the big tunnel. Okay, so big tunnel is a very complete dark in nature. It goes and then it enters other side. It enters other side. The moment it enters the other side, what happened? There will be masters standing over there. There are masters. The masters means the higher world masters. They come and stand for you. Especially they are called guides. So what they do? They guide you to take from this, the current state to the higher upper worlds. So they take you. They'll guide you, like how you came out of physical body. You are no more in the physical body, right? So they'll try to pacify you basically. They try to make you to understand basically. So that's why they'll come and sit beside. They'll come and stand beside you. Then they'll guide you. From there, you will follow them and then go to the other higher worlds. You no more waiting for your physical body to come up or to physical to wait for the again going back to the physical body. All that will not happen because you are given a sufficient wisdom by these masters. Now some of the people, what happened, my dear friends, they go other side, and then somehow their the silver card is still connected. So the doctors will be feeling that this person is dead. Then what happened? They slowly they come back. The moment they come back, what happened? These doctors they'll get amazed. So what happened? So this guy was dead. Again he came back now. So at this time, what happened? Whatever they were discussing about him, all the things will be told by this person. If you ask this person what happened, they will go on telling about all these near-death experiences. You will tell clearly how he went out, and he's also listening to whenever the doctors will be discussing. No, like they'll be keep on discussing about the patient. All the things will be told by this person. It means he heard everything. He has got an idea about what are they discussing inside the operation theater. That also will tell. And whatever the other side experiences, whom you have met and how you met, how you traveled out of physical body. So how he has passed through the tunnel, everything, all this experience also will be said. Like this, also, my dear friends, these are called near-death experiences. Near-death experiences has been collected, has been experimented by many of the people, okay, many of the doctors. One such example, one such book is available for you, Near Death Experiences, written by Raymond Moody, Dr. Raymond Moody. So you can always remember that, okay. And there is one more book, Life After Life, that is also there, Life After Life. And so Life Beyond Death, Life Beyond Death is written by Deepak Chopra. That also you can go through. In order to understand the more about the life after death, you can definitely understand this. So friends, what will happen now? Once your astral body, causal body, along with the soul consciousness, it leave this world. The moment it leave this world, what will happen is it goes to the so-called astral world. The astral world, what happened? I told you already, Bhuloka, Bhorloka. Bhuloka means in the previous class I explained it. Bhuloka means it is a summation of all the stars, billions of stars, billions of planets, galaxy, all together it's called Bhuloka. Not only this Earth planet. Okay, remember this point also carefully. And now Bhorloka. Bhorloka means it's called astral world. In the Bhorloka also, this astral world also, the lower astral world, upper astral world. In the lower astral world, friends, whenever somebody leave this physical world, that means somebody died here. Okay. So if the person is died with the ignorance, that means he has no spiritual knowledge at all. He has done a lot of negative karmas, for example. He was a drunkard, he was having a lot of always alcoholism, and he was some dacoit, whichever it may be. So going through, so that person was living a so much negative life on this earth planet. What he does, he is eligible to go to the lower astral world. In the lower astral world, my dear friends, what will happen is the moment he enters the lower astral world, the lower astral worlds are the darker worlds. What the darker world means? So we call it as Naraka and Swarga, right? Naraka and Swarga, hell and heaven, we call it as, right? The hell, that is called hell. Basically, this is called hell. So there won't be like situation where you'll be put into the oil, the like heated oil, and then you'll be like fried up, that kind of things will not be there. What is exactly hell means? See, with the kind of mindset you enter into this physical world, you enter into this lower astral world. The moment you enter there, what will happen is you also try to do the same thing there also. Like if you are drinking continuously here, you also start drinking there, and you try to do that. But ultimately, what happens? It doesn't give any kind of satisfaction. Whatever you do, you keep doing. How many number of years, how many number of centuries you want to pass, you pass in the so-called that lower astral world. But definitely, whatever negative karmas you have done, remember always how much ever negative karmas you do here, that much amount of time you have to spend the life in the darker worlds, the lower astral worlds, my dear friends. You will be undergoing, so this is called punishment. So that's what we try to understand is whatever we do negative karmas on this earth planet, Bhagavad Gita says very clearly, how much ever punya, how much ever papa, how much ever punya you do, you will be spending all the time. So with the pleasant life in the so-called Swargaloka. And whatever the amount of negative karmas you do here, papa, is called papa, sin. The amount of sins what you do, you have to spend that much amount of time in the so-called the Narakaloka, Swargaloka, Narakaloka, isn't it? So the same thing happens. Bhagavad Gita says very clearly, same thing we undergo, my dear friends. That is why if you do more and more positive deeds, at least positive deeds, if you don't have spiritual wisdom also, doesn't matter, not required. If at all you want to spend good life, pleasant life after the death, my dear friends, pleasant life you want to spend after the death also, it is possible. Before the death also you want to spend pleasant life, what you need to do? Of course, you are eligible to lead a pleasant life, peaceful life, even before death, isn't it? Right now, at this moment, you have completely your birth. It's a birthright for you. What is the birthright? To be happy, to be joyful. You are not. Nobody is going to snatch the happiness. Nobody is going to take out your joy from you. It is very much there within you. Okay. So what will happen when you are alive? When you are alive in this physical body, You will be always, lamenting, crying, and, going into a lot of unhappiness situations. All this you do because of what? Because of your ignorance again, because of your own negative mindset. Your negative mindset and lot of negative qualities are there within you. Then you are suffering. Basically, you don't know. You don't know. Actually, you don't know real form of you. You are not able to realize your true form. When you don't realize your true form, what happened? You will not be able to enjoy this life also. In fact, this physical life also you must be able to enjoy, my dear friends. The reason is, so this is the life given to you. You have chosen it and came here. When you have chosen and came here, that's what I explained in the previous class. So you have selected that, you have selected the birth, you have selected the body, you have selected the parents, you came here. Enjoy this. Do not, what you can say, like, do not pass the time. Do not waste the time, not even 1 minute. Not even 1 minute. Don't waste the time. Enjoy this life completely with a great amount of learning, the great amount of seva, the great amount of spiritual wisdom, and practice more and more meditation. So likewise, what you need to do, this physical life also need to be happy. Friends, try to understand one thing. If our whoever is, they are very joyful life they are leading on this earth planet, the same thing will happen to the next, when you go to other side. See, when you go to other side, what exactly is that? You are just changing your body. That means you are just throwing out your body and going to the other side. It's like changing one room to other room. You are just changing this loka to other loka. It's just a transition. It's a just transition. Death is a transition. There's nothing called permanent vanishing. There's nothing permanently vanishing. Everything is a temporary, my dear friends. Is you are throwing out this body and going to the other side and spend some time over there. Where do you spend? How much time? It all depends upon your own punya karma and papa karma. How much ever sins you do, how much ever the great service you do here. Right. So, and also, if you have realized, you are a realized master, for example, you are a realized master on this earth planet itself. Because of your meditation, spiritual wisdom, you're already realized master. Then what will happen? So you don't need to even spend your time in the astral world itself. You can directly go to the so-called tapoloka, mahaloka. Mahaloka also not required. You can directly go to the tapoloka. If you are a practitioner, regular practitioner of meditation, and you are having a good amount of spiritual wisdom, you are eligible to go directly to the something called tapoloka. You can imagine how many worlds you can bypass. Okay, you don't need to spend all the astral world, right? Astral world is there, causal world is there. Then after that, supra causal world is there. So this means astral world means bhorloka. Bhorloka, two parts again: lower astral world, upper astral world. Then after that, the after astral world, causal world. The causal world is there. Then comes to the after the causal world means Janaloka, Mahaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. See, if anybody is practicing good amount of meditation, spiritual wisdom, my dear friends, they'll be directly promoted. They are allowed to go to the something called Tapoloka. In Tapoloka also, of course, Tapoloka also, what you do, you go there and you spend your time. Like you, many of the yogis will be there. Many of the realized masters, they all will be there. But what will happen is in Tapoloka, as long as you are there, you'll be doing meditation and you'll be having lot of satsang like this. You'll be doing all the things over there. You're happy. So you don't have papa karmas. You have no sins at all. You are out of this so-called karmic cycle, my dear friends. By the time you are eligible to enter into the Tapoloka. But one thing is, so the moment you enter into Tapoloka, you are allowed to enter into up to Tapoloka. Only reason is you are not done any service. You're not saved your wisdom, so-called this spiritual seva. That means giving spiritual wisdom to all other people, sharing your spiritual wisdom to all other people. As long as you're not done, you're not eligible to Satyaloka. So then, whoever goes to the so-called this Tapoloka, they are bound to come back again. They are bound to come back. So they'll come back to the earth planet again for what purpose? In order to do the sharing of spiritual wisdom. This so-called the prachara, this meditation prachara, what spiritual wisdom, teaching spiritual wisdom. That is called the spiritual service. They will definitely come over here, my dear friends, in order to serve the humanity. Right? So they will come here. How do they come back again? They come back from Tapoloka to the so-called the causal world. They come to the causal world. Causal world means what? Karana Loka. They come to the causal world. In the causal world, what will be there? Especially friends. So from Tapoloka, these people come to the causal world. They stay there for some time. For what purpose? They will try to design one particular blueprint. They'll prepare the blueprint. For what purpose? So what kind of body they have to choose, which parent they have to choose, where to be born, which place to be born. Everything will be chosen in the causal world. That's why causal world means there's a cause. There's a cause. There's a cause. Because of that cause, you take the birth. Okay. If there is no cause, there is no question of birth itself, my dear friends. That means there is a cause, so there will be it is going to cause the birth for you on the Earth planet or any other planet in the universe. Okay, so somehow this is going to happen. So they come to the causal world with the help of other masters. Again there will be representatives for all these things like choosing the birth, your guidance for you, mentor. There are mentors will be there in the causal world also. Who are the mentors? Like for example, Swami Vivekananda, Yogananda Paramahamsa, Lahari Mahasaya, all these great masters who are already enlightened, no, they'll be permanently over there. They will not come back again. They are called soul guides, soul masters. Okay, my dear friends. So they'll be there and they'll guide you for entire your birth planning, rebirth planning. They help you. So you will do the entire planning. Even the master, even the masters who went to the Tapoloka, when they are coming back, they have to come through the causal world. They come to causal world, make a blueprint, complete rebirth plan is done, and then causal body is given to them. Causal body is given to them. In the causal body, all this information will be there. Okay. And then, in fact, including the astral body, including the physical body. Physical body is similar to the astral body, which I explained in the previous class. Okay. So your physical body is similar to the astral body. You don't need to choose the physical body as such. Okay. So it's like, you have one blueprint, for a building. I make one plan, right? So my plan is, my building is going to be almost like my plan only, whatever my plan. If an architect has given a plan, then my building is also going to be almost like similar to the plan, isn't it? That is why your physical body, you don't need to worry. What you need to worry in the causal world is they try to design something called astral body. The astral body will be designed as such with the combination of 25 elements, which I told in the previous class. Please refer to that. It's a long subject. So with the 25, the combination of 25 things, 25 subject. Okay. So 25 things will be there, 25 parts will be there in the astral body. So through which your astral body is prepared. So they'll come to the astral world also again. In the astral world, the astral body is given to them. Then the astral body, so along with the soul consciousness, they enter into the mother womb at the months of 3 months or 4 months or 5 months. So 3 to 5 months in between, they enter into the physical womb. So once they enter into the physical womb, till then the inside, whatever the fetus is growing, right? So that doesn't have any energy. So it doesn't have the energy or so-called the life. Okay. So when this enters, at the 3 to 4 months or 5 months, then it starts rotating. The part starts working, the brain starts working, heart starts working. All this will be started working only after this, so-called the astral body along with soul consciousness enters into the mother womb. This is how what happened, friends. So whatever you go, how we come back. This is what we try to understand always. So that is why whenever we leave this physical world, you must go to the astral world, lower astral world. If at all you are having lot of sins, lot of negative karmas, and you are not a realized master, definitely you have to go to the lower astral world. There you have to spend maybe any amount of time, depends upon your sins, what you have done here. But of course, after some time, after he realized himself that he has done so many sins. Of course, he was going through his own life. Whatever there also in the lower astral world also, he created his own life. So how he was drinking here, he was doing a lot of all the nonsense all the time. So the same thing will be keep on creating there. Okay, keep on creating. But what will happen? There is no other person to be affected. Like in the physical world, he gets enjoyment, right? All his five senses will be fully enjoyed. How he enjoy in the physical world? If a wrong person, he'll always make others to suffer. When the others are suffering, he feels that he's great. And his five senses will be always kept happy, right? That's how he will be enjoying in the physical world. If he's a wrong person by doing wrong things. But when he go into the lower astral world, when he's experiencing all these things, what happened? He doesn't have anybody to suffer there. So there's nobody to suffer because of your act, your misdeeds, and your mistakes and your wrong things. Nobody will be affected. Then what will happen? You only will be vexed out. So what is this? Nothing is happening here. So you'll be vexed out, right? So you'll be vexed out, and after some time, after spending some time in the lower astral world, then what will happen is you will. So of course, every person will have some good deeds and positive deeds and negative deeds, right? Then whatever your positive deeds are there, that much time again you go to the upper astral world. So you will spend some time over there along with the great musicians, great poets, all these people will be there in the astral world. Okay. So in the astral world, you spend some time, then you go to the causal world. For what purpose you go there? You want to again plan it. What you want to plan? You want to plan the next birth. Because enough is enough for me. So it's because what happens now in the astral worlds, my dear friends, it is here something like this. In the astral, in the physical world, whatever you learn in one day, there maybe tens of years, hundreds of years also you can't learn anything. The reason being, you don't have such kind of challenges over there in the astral worlds, but you have all the time challenges on the physical planet. That is why many people will be in the queue. They want to take a physical body. They want to come down to the earth. Try to understand. So that is the importance of all the time. Every soul wanted to take birth on the earth planet because you want to learn faster. See, it's like this. Our especially earth planet or the physical universes are the best schools, basically, the best schools. What even in the astral worlds also, my dear friends, there will be a lot of learning, but there is no testing. You have a lot of learning over there, but you have no place for testing. The place for testing for all the things what you learned over there is basically your own earth planet. That is why we call it as a earth, the best school for the soul, for soul evolution is the best school. That is why you see many Avatar Purush, many great people who are enlightened also, they come to the earth planet. Somehow they come to the earth planet. If at all anything they wanted to, they'll come back. Like Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, Mahavir Jain, Madhar Babaji. So the Gautam Buddha, many people came here because this is a place where they can do a lot of things. Okay, and their evolution, soul evolution also will be very, very fast. Okay, because you have a lot of challenges day to day and you'll be facing them, you'll be learning out of them. But the same thing will be not possible in the astral world. So you may get doubt. If I die, why should I come back again? Who forced me to come back? Of course, nobody will force you to come back. One thing is, if at all you have done negative karmas in the causal world, especially the masters, they'll guide you. You go and you go and learn, and you go and try to repay all these negative karmas, whatever the karmic debt. It's called karmic debt. So for that, what will happen? The astral masters, this especially the masters or the soul guides in the causal world, they will guide you. Somehow they will they'll make a rebirth plan and send you here. Okay, then you'll be coming and you are leading your life. Okay, so this how it happens, my dear friends. But most of the people, so they don't want to take a risk and all. They want to be staying in only the astral world. They can stay. Nobody will stop you. They can stay over there, but the only one thing is you have less possibility of learning, my dear friends. You have very less amount of possibility of learning. You have no much possibility of learning the great things and faster way. Maybe you can say like 1 year of earth is equal to 100 years of astral world living. If you are living 100 years in the astral world, that is equal to 1 year of living in the earth planet. So that is the value of the coming back to the earth. So all the time, the gods also, many gods, started coming to the earth planet, and they wanted to live here and they wanted to grow in their own soul evolution. They want to do it only on the earth planet. That's how we find the reincarnation of many the great goddesses and gods on the earth planet also. You might be studied in the great scripture, the so many scriptures of the ancient India, my dear friends. So this is how we need to understand. So definitely all this whatever we are discussing today, my dear friends, this is life after death. It's called life after death. So this much if you understand, this much to be understood. So what we need to do? We need to do regular meditation, sadhana sangatya, swadhyaya, right? All this we must be doing continuously on this earth planet. Okay, everybody must be doing. Whoever does these things, what will happen? Slowly, in the course of time, either in this life or next life, no urgency. Why urgency? When you have a lot of lives, when you have a lot of lives to be taken, And the supreme authority or supreme intelligence is ready to give many births for you. You out of 400 lives, this is not the one life. See, that's why I'm telling. Whoever realize that there is this only this birth is there, the other births are not there. The life after death is not there. Whoever is not able to realize, they are only in the urgency. They are only in the urgency, and they do a lot of mistakes. Because of their urgency, they commit a lot of mistakes. Never do the mistakes. You don't need to hurry up anything. Okay, in this life, how much ever possible you learn it, how much ever the realization you want to take, do it, and then come back and then again plan it. Come back again, go to your home, and then get well, and prepare well, and then come back. So prepare well means what happened. So whatever you have done here, whatever you have done, mistakes or learnings, all these things, you will be reviewing in the top of the in the causal world. In the causal world, with the help of your soul guides, you will be able to review everything. What are the karmas I have done? What are the negative karmas I have done on the earth planet? With respect to the negative karmas I have done in the earth planet, I also experienced the results of negative karmas in the lower astral world. So this also I will try to understand. I will try to equate what karma I have. Suppose let's say one negative karma I have done on the earth planet. For that negative karma, what kind of experience I have undergone in the lower astral world? Because they are called Narakaloka. It's called hell. So that this is how I try to understand in the cause. I try to review in the causal world. So now this time what I do, I'll plan it properly. I don't know. I don't do all these things. I will only do so and so. I learn this. I do this like that. No, some planning will be done. That with that planning again you will come back. Okay, you will come back and take the birth, and then you will continue. So this how. So everybody is given the good amount of opportunity to come back again, to come back again and again. So there is no worry and there is no urgency. When there is no urgency, there is no worry. So what we need to do? We need to live as simple as that, and we should be simple, humble, sharing and caring. This is called spirituality. Spirituality means simple, humble, sharing, and caring. That's called spirituality, my dear friends. So this is how we have to lead the life on the earth planet. So there is nothing like an urgency at all. So you don't need to worry. Live peacefully. So live joyfully, live blissfully with the help of your meditation, your spiritual wisdom, whatever you keep practicing on the earth planet, my dear friends. So this is nothing but the life after death and no death. So there is no death for the physical body. Physical body only the death is there, but there is no death for the soul consciousness. The soul consciousness, how it leave the physical body, and which are the worlds it will travel, what all the things are possible, what all the things are existing, which you have discussed till now. So these are existing. So don't worry, and everybody will have life after life, and we are given the good amount of opportunity to come back and learn more and more, and till the point of realization, till the point of enlightenment. Until you get enlightenment, you are given great opportunity, my dear friends. Everybody is given great opportunity to come back and do things, and then go back, again come back, again plan it and come back. Your planning will be done in the upper world. Execution is only in the lower world. Okay. All your planning is done in the upper world. That means I told you already, the blueprint, design, complete design is ready in the upper world. Execution of that design will be on the lower world. So when you are executing, what happened? For example, you are taken a plan from the architect. When you are executing, what happened? Some errors will happen, isn't it? So will the errors not doesn't happen? Everywhere errors will happen. So the same way, we have got the design from the so-called our supreme intelligence. In the causal world, we picked up and we came down with the physical body through the mother womb. We came out, and then we are trying to implement that so-called the design. When we are implementing the design, we get into a lot of errors. Lot of errors will happen. That's what they are called as the negative karmas. Okay, negative karmas, positive karmas. We do many things, mixture of everything, right? We do many mixture of everything. Somehow, what happened? We may not be able to exact design as per the exact design. We may not be able to work here. We may not be able to execute here. So what will happen? Then because of that, we've definitely caused some errors, some negative karmas. Then these things will be very much stored in the subconscious mind. In every life, for example, in every life, the subconscious mind store all these things. Then when we go to the upper world, then we open up and see what are all the negative karmas I have done here, what are the errors are undergone apart from the design. No, the deviating the design, how many errors have been introduced, how many errors have been committed by me, everything will be reviewed by yourself in the so-called causal world. So this is how friends. So there's a good opportunity coming here and going back and planning it and come back, planning it and come back. So that's how you'll be able to make. So throughout the lives of 400 lives, 350, 300 to 400 lives, you definitely are going to be able to make your life completely enlightened. So once you get enlightened, what happens? You have no reason to come back to the breath. You have no reason to come back to Earth planet. That's all the entire journey of life, my dear friends. Okay. So with this, this particular concept we understood, my dear friends. So no death, and there is no death. Death is only for physical body, and life after death. Yes, certainly there is a great life ahead after the death also, my dear friends. Death is only a transition from this world to the other side. Okay.